The classification of criminals.
Yeah.
The first scientific attempts to study the criminal rather than the crime were made in Italy by Cesare Lombroso,
Mm-hmm.
Raphael Garofalo,
Mm-hmm.
and Enrico Ferri.
Oh.
In the late 19th century, their great contribution to modern criminology was to place greater importance on the study and treatment of the individual criminal rather than the crime.
Yes.
Now, Ferry developed the following classification of criminals: the born, those feeble minded or with criminal traits;
Yes.
the insane, who usually commit crimes of violence; the habitual, who lives a life of crime;
Mm-hmm.
today's professional, who makes his living by crime;
Mm-hmm.
the occasional or accidental, who commits crime due to circumstances;
Yes.
and the passionate, who commits crime because of a violent emotion of the moment.
Yes.
Now, various classifications are no longer entirely accepted.
Yes.
Mhm. We've been studying criminal behavior for quite a long time, haven't we?
Yes.
Mm. Now, this criminal behavior, I just wanted to know,
Yes.
uh, are any of these behaviors of those that are ordained or licensed,
Yes.
where they feel a compulsion to not want to know the other individual, as if I was threatening the pastor while wanting to pray with him, or explaining some of the experiences that we had on Guam, and he didn't possibly really understand my wife.
Yes.
And quite often the spouse will say, well, he was abusive,
Yes.
are called psychopaths, or now called sociopaths.
Yes.
Mhm. Considered insane by any present day standards, but they do not recognize the rights of others.
Yes.
Now, these psychopaths or sociopaths that happen to be ordained and licensed,
Yes.
I just wanted to know, what do you do as an individual that is submitted to the authority of the pastor,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear the pastor tell you something that God told the pastor to do
Yes.
that is influencing your own personal perceptions of how you should submit to the actual authority? Now, I thought I had the freedom
Yes, he does.
to decide to submit to the authority of any denomination, any religion, any religious leader, without fear of some sort of retaliation.
Yes.
The perjury,
Mm-hmm.
kidnapping, child exploitation,
Mm-hmm.
child abuse. Boop. Why don't you get me my sons today? And I'd just like to know the religious test of all of those that they've had to submit to the authority of,
Yes.
where Pastor Greg Miller was their pastor.
Yes, he was.
And I thought
Yes.
that you couldn't use religious tests when, well, I'm wanting to use that court system and I'm wanting to set up. Could you just do that?